Hi everyone, it's Louise from Prairie Belle Greenhouse here. Today I just wanted to show you guys a little bit about how to plant the plants that are needed for a salsa mix. It's a beautiful day today. It's a little cloudy, but still it's the perfect time to be planting these particular items. So first of all, I just want to show you one of the main ingredients, of course, in salsa is a tomato. This one happens to be the Supremo tomato. I like this tomato because it's a nice big tomato and it has a nice pasty texture, so it's super great for in salsa. The other thing we need to have is peppers. And this particular variety is called Intruder. These peppers are lovely big green sweet bell peppers, and I'll show you how to plant all of these plants. As well, we need a jalapeno pepper because we really do like the pop that goes along with the salsa, especially in those taco chips and in the different mixes that you can use salsa in. And the last ingredient that you want to plant in the garden, onions. This particular variety is the white Spanish sweet onion. So we're going to plant these up today and show you how to plant the tomatoes and the peppers and the onions, and all so that we can make a nice batch of beautiful, yummy salsa. First off, got to put the gloves on, protect the hands. And I've cleared a little patch here. Just going to be putting in a tomato plant first. And I'm going to choose one of these nice big juicy Supremo tomato plants. When you pop it out of the package, you just need to pop it out from the bottom there like that and just lift it out and see those nice white healthy roots. That's exactly what you're looking for in a tomato, or any plant really. So when you go to plant the tomato, this particular one is a little on the tall side. So what I like to do is to make a little bit of a trench. I put the deepest part of the trench is where the root ball is going to go. Just gonna dig a trench here. So I'm doing it at a bit of an angle so that I can put the root ball right down there. It can even go a little deeper than that. So there we go. Got the root ball right down there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to gently lift the plant up at the top here like this and just slide the soil over top. This is lovely deep rich loam here. And there's my tomato plant. Now the next thing I like to do is to make sure that I mark it so that I know what kind of tomato that is. And maybe I'll just put it that way so you can just see that. And there's my tomato. The next thing we want to plant, the next plant is this Intruder pepper. So I'm just going to take one of these guys out of here. And again, pop it right out from the bottom there. Wiggle it out. Sometimes you don't want to come right away. Oh, there we are. Now the pepper is a little different from the tomato in that the pepper plant, you don't want to plant it too deep or the blossoms will fail to bear fruit. So when you make the hole for the pepper, basically what you want to do is just plant it at or just slightly above the level of the soil that the pepper is being planted in. So I'm going to just get my little trowel here and make another little hole there and just pop that right in there. So basically it's pretty much right at the level of the soil. Just firm that up around the plant, just like that. And the little pepper has been planted. And the other pepper I need to plant would be this jalapeno pepper, so I'll pop him here as well. just lovely out here. You can hear the birds chirping. I like to make sure there aren't any clumps in the dirt. Okay, and I'll pop this pepper in. I forgot to mark this one. There we go. And I'll plant this one the same way. Always be very gentle when firming up the soil. If you pack the soil, the roots won't be able to grow properly, so you just want to firm it up nicely and gently. Okay, last ingredient for the salsa garden would be the onion. So now you'll see in this little pack that we have at the greenhouse is planted in this nice little container, and so I'm going to have to break it apart a bit. But look at those lovely roots. All right, so I'll just move on down the line here a little bit and fresh up some more of this soil here. Onions can be planted fairly close together. All right, just want to save that tag. There we go. So I just broke the roots apart a bit, and now I can single them out. So there we go. And there's a lovely little onion starter. Basically, you just need a hole the size of your finger. So this is what I tend to do, is I just make a little hole and close it up. Very easy to plant onions. So there you have it. This little row right here is all items that are needed for a lovely batch of salsa. And now we'll just make sure that the rain will take care of the rest. And if it doesn't rain, we'll have to water. Watering is important as well, because tomato plants and pepper plants, they don't like to grow if they don't grow well if they don't have even moisture levels. So that's one of the ways you can also prevent blossom end rot on your tomatoes, is to make sure that they have an evenly contained moisture level. When it pours, you can't do too much about that if it's raining a lot outside, but when it gets dry, be sure to water them. The other thing about blossom end rot is we have a product called the Talk of Tomatoes, which is something that will help to prevent blossom end rot on the tomatoes. You notice that black ugly end that you get on the tomatoes sometimes, and it does occur when you have uneven moisture levels and if there aren't enough nutrients in the soil. So the Talk of Tomatoes is a really good product that you could use to prevent the blossom end rot on your tomatoes. It's something that you use about a tablespoon, and you pour that into the soil and mix it in the soil around the tomato plant. So just wanted to show you also the recipe that I've got. This is my trusty old recipe book that I've taken to the garden, which I don't normally do. And you can see there's a whole bunch of spots on there already, and I've already written out or rewritten the recipe. So this is what I usually make in terms of a salsa recipe. We use 16 cups of chopped tomatoes, and I like to have them nice and chunky, so I cut them with a knife. 8 cups of chopped onions, and I use my big slicer for that. 8 cups of chopped green peppers, again the slicer. A jalapeno pepper, you can add as much jalapeno as you like, depending on how hot you like your salsa. 8 cloves of garlic, 1 cup of vinegar, and 8 teaspoons of pickling salt. So that's my recipe that makes this lovely batch of salsa right here. All right, and just when you're cooking up this salsa, it doesn't really take a whole lot of time to cook. I'm just looking underneath my little paper here, and you cook it in a pot for about 30 minutes or until it's as thick as you'd like it to be. And it also freezes well, this particular salsa, so you can stick it in the freezer as well. So once you cooked it up and processed it for about 30 minutes, then you can jar it up and seal it up in your jars. And be sure to process the jars to make sure that all your hard work doesn't go for naught. So this particular salsa has all those lovely ingredients in there that we just planted. So that's everything, folks, for now. Thank you so much for watching. We hope to see you down at Prairie Belle Greenhouse, and have yourself a really great day.